Hello and welcome back to Now Playing, the #1 James Bond podcast on the internet. I'm Richard.
And I'm Cody.
And welcome back. This week we're talking about Thunderball.
Ooh, boy!
Originally released in 1985.
85.
1965,
There
sorry.
we go. Okay. Even I knew that. Sweet Jesus, man.
65, sorry.
65, yeah.
Apparently, I looked online. This year had 2 movies released in the United States. It was Goldfinger at the beginning of the year, and then this at the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. Turnaround time for these are quick.
Yes. No,
Okay.
they're, like I said, they're about a year apart. This one, the budget for it was the combined budget of the first 3 movies.
Okay, yeah, I can see that with the ending scene, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a bigger film in general. So we'll do about the same thing as last week. We won't go through the plot really. We'll just give the overarching. What's the plot of this movie? Spectre is back in a big way,
In a grand fashion.
Let's see. Blofeld's #2 man is going to steal some nukes from NATO and use them for ransom against the UK and the United States. Classic, you know. Out of all of them, out of the classic movies, I feel like Mike Myers parodied this one the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts. Now it hurts this movie, I feel like, because you just want to laugh at any of the
All
jokes
the
that
Bond
he
jokes.
made. Yeah, because you got #2 who has an eye patch.
Yep.
There's the scene where it's all of them, and one of them betrays them, so he pushes a little button and he gets electrocuted. So it's like, all right, I see where he really found his
Hell yeah. I can dig it.
source material.
I can dig it. No, yeah, I really I enjoyed this one. I know people are probably gonna be mad, but I enjoyed it more than From Russia with Love. So far it's still my weakest one. So but yeah, no, I dug it. Like the just the whole, like, from start to finish on this one. It was more not slow burn, but it never really stopped.
Yeah.
Like this one it kept ticking.
I would say
and ticking. And so I was like,
the pacing,
okay.
Definitely the pacing on this one is faster than Goldfinger.
Yes. Yeah,
because Goldfinger was a
Goldfinger
slog.
was a slow burn.
Yep.
And this one was just hit after hit after hit. And y'all, James Bond has gotten cocky.
Very,
Like,
very cocky. Was it at the beginning with the the widow?
Yeah, and he throws the flowers.
Yeah, and he kills him. And then he's just like, hold on, let me throw these flowers on the body.
Yeah, it's like
it'll look really cool.
Been out of there, but
he's got a jetpack now. That's pretty dope.
it was dope.
What was the other scene where he just like
he
just takes forever to do something because he's just like an asshole
so
now.
this goes when he goes to search for I believe it's when he goes to the other guy's room that's turning himself into
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah. What
I
is
forgot. Did you write his name down?
Yeah. Mr. Angelo.
Yeah, when he goes to
Or no, Count Lippy is like when he's in the steamer. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh,
This is
okay.
where he goes to the room and he's sneaking around.
Oh yeah.
And on his way out,
Yeah.
like the other guy hears.
Yeah, Mr. Angelo.
But he's hiding.
Mm.
And then like Bond's hiding behind the door, and then like he gets a phone call or a knock on his door, and so he bolts over. I think it was a phone call, and he bolts over to the phone, and then immediately Bond's like, "I'm gonna like creepily get out of here," and then like he stops,
and he
looks at the grapes, and he's like,
I'm gonna take one of these grapes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then eats the grape, and he's like, "This is a good grape."
Yep.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. And then that gave the guy enough time to get to the other door to be like, who's that motherfucker?
Yeah.
And so, and then a lot of cocky shit in this one, like him walking up to like just the table at the casino and just being like, "Yes, I hear it's a specter of a time," and then be like,
"Oh, he's like,
have we known each other?
You have a
I'm
specter
Bond."
around you."
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man.
And then he's
Be a
like,
little
"Oh, do I
bit
know
subtle.
you?" And he's like, "My name's James Bond." And he's like, "So I have heard of you." And he's like, "I would hope so with that specter around you." And it's just like, keeps saying it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, at that point, it's not even Bond trying to be a spy anymore. He's just looking Spectre in the eyes like, "You know who the fuck I am. Let's go."
Yeah.
So by this time in the movie, we're already at booty count #1, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah,
yeah.
so we're trying to keep. That's like the most ongoing thing. With
He's
this.
like my rehab nurse. I'm gonna sex her up.
Yeah, James Bond, medical abuser is what I call this one. Last time we got lesbian abuser. This time it was just like, well, someone's losing their job over this, and he actually meant he was gonna go like kill that dude or like try to.
Well, maybe.
Probably, yeah, I don't know. And then she was like, no, I don't want to be fired. He's like, I know how to keep my mouth shut. And she's like, you can't be serious. And then like you just see him put her in the steam room and like take her clothes off, and you're just like, all right, that's 2 in a row, Bond. All right, man. Last 2 we've seen with you, buddy, it hasn't been going too well.
He's getting kind of a little out of
I
control.
think that's also another cocky moment. Like, I can get what I want.
Yeah.
It's like, Bond, I don't think that's how it works, my guy. But what you got?
Yeah, no. James Bond as a reputation as a womanizer is getting worse and worse.
I'm calling it every time, boys. Every time.
And you can feel the 60s in this one.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And then I love the setting of this as well. Mm-hmm. So I like that the island feels very much like if you took
Nassau.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. But I just like that it's like in this one I guess you see more of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it felt like New Orleans met not Miami, but like Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, yeah, I dig this. I dig this setting, you know? Like, this is pretty cool. Like, just all the stuff.
Is this the first time he's been in Nassau? No, he was...
I think it is, because I've never heard him say that name before in the series.
It was Jamaica.
He was in Jamaica in the first movie, yeah.
He's back in the Caribbean, at least.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, man, I didn't know you look like that. Like, that's dope. Like, cool. And
Nassau's dope, man.
I just thought the setting was dope. I like the whole like I kept making sharks with laser beams references on their damn head the whole time. I mean, just because
he has a shark pool.
Yeah. He did have a shark pool, my guy. My favorite one though is like I said, like the first time they show the sharks, they look super fucking small, and then even when Bond is like trapped with the sharks. They look really small, and my favorite thing is
the thing with sharks.
He sees one head on.
It doesn't matter how big they are.
Yeah, but my favorite thing is like he sees one head on, and the shark is just kind of like, "Oh, dope, a dude."
Yeah.
Oh, there's a dead body over there, and like just goes to it and like just goes over Bond, and you're just kind of like, the whole point to release the sharks was to kill him. And the sharks could give 2 shits about him. They were just like, that's a dude that's alive? Get the fuck out of here. That dead dude over there, go. We're going for him right now. Like, no heartbeat? Fuck it. It's less of a work. It's like, wait, this guy might have a knife. I won't test it. Just swam free. This is also, I think, the only movie I've seen someone try to kill Bond that many times so far.
No,
and it just drastically fail every time. Yep. My favorite one is back at the health spa when the dude is just like, "It was a pleasure, Mr. Bond," and he turns the back stretcher up.
Oh yeah,
and to go back to the like, someone's getting fired, and like the entire motion is just him going, like that.
It's it's very funny actually.
Yeah, and it didn't
just him going
really look like it hurt. And that was my thing. Is at that point I'm just like, dude, at that point if you don't have a 6-pack on the way out, like I feel like it didn't work right.
I was gonna say like. My back hurts, and I wish I had one of those right now.
And then I do like that as well, like the dude's in like the lock spa thing, and then he's just like, turn this all the way up, put a broom, motherfucker, and like takes off, and you're just like, huh. And then to go back to the spa after he like sexually, abuses this girl. She's then just with him the rest of the time she's at the spa, or he's at the spa, just like, oh, we need to have sex again, Bond. And he just keeps finding reasons to be like, nope, not the way I want it. Let's go. Sorry. Gotta get out of here.
It's awful.
So, it's
But at least with
with
the next woman he meets, he's a little bit better, I guess, with Domino.
Yeah, I guess. Like his exact thing from moment one of looking at her is just like, ha! I could fuck her.
Yeah, like, and he uses her to like get to the bad guy.
Even M's like secretary was like, "I know why you took this job," and he was like, "You don't know anything." And it's like, we all do, Bond. The only reason you're going is because of the girl. Yep. Like he's like, You're gonna tell me I might be able to catch the nuclear bombs and get pussy?
Have a girl?
Let's go. I'm leaving. Let's go right now. That was the whole plot of this movie.
Yep.
For James Bond to get vagina and stop nuclear war. Well, not really nuclear war, but like nuclear attack.
Bomb. Yeah, it was a big bomb.
Atomic attack, nuclear attack.
Bombs.
But it was just, there was a lot, like, now it feels like I'm critiquing it hard until like, but at the same time, like, I enjoyed the movie. Like, I was just like, it was fun. Like, I liked seeing cocky Bond of just being like, guess what I can do, motherfucker? Bam! And then being like, you can't do that. And him just being like,
too bad.
Happened. Just like when he gets back to the hotel and he knows the guy's in his room, and then Felix comes up behind him. So instead of just looking at Felix and being like, because they're friends, and Felix would have been like,
shit out of him.
oh, like, I got you. Like, Felix would have 100% been like, and then probably like got his gun, and no, Bond's just like, crack!
Just gut checks the
like,
shit out of him.
And then like hits the other guy, and then like punches the shit out of him, and then Felix is like, guys, that ain't even way to treat the CIA. And he's like, hello, Felix. And it's just like, he motherfucking knew who it was the whole time.
Yeah.
It's literally one of his best friends from another agency. And
it's
he's going to tell me he doesn't recognize him?
I think in that scene, he's like, he punches him to stop him from saying 007.
Yeah.
But they already know who he is.
Yeah, no, that's
so
the
what's
whole
the point?
The whole fucking point is because he looked at the dude and goes, hi, what up, Spectre? And so then he's like, kill Bond. And it's just like, at that point, it's like, don't say my name. It's like, why, motherfucker? You literally just called out the only enemy alive that you have. And called him out to his face like, I've killed so many of you. How's it going, Spectre? And him being like, James Bond, we know who you are. They motherfucking know that you are MI6. What do you want? I don't get it. It's so weird. What was that for?
Oh, you had your mic backwards.
Oh, dope shit. Hell yeah, boys. But yeah, like, it's just dope shit. Like, dope shit throughout the whole movie. But there's still a lot, like you said. Like, I was laughing a lot of just like over the top,
especially
comedy.
like at the climax of the movie with like the boat scene where it's like going way too fast.
Oh my god,
and
it was so funny.
Just the rear projections of just like. I'm so glad that doesn't exist anymore.
I wish it did. At this point, I wish it did. Like, sweet Jesus, because it was just so like absurd of just like him being like, bam, and it's like, first off, him doing that with that boat, it was not ever gonna go that fast. And then for them to be like that, they would have like they would have flipped so many times. And these dudes, and my favorite thing is the boat is sped up. They're running from the CIA, and Bond is just like, well, I'm on board, I'm gonna stop them. Like, they're running, they're in fight or flight mode, and there are still motherfuckers on this boat carrying fucking drink trays.
Like, the champagne
acting
guy.
Like nothing's wrong. The boat has gone from 0 to fucking 100. Your boss is like coming back alone when he left with like 18 other dudes. And he's like, we gotta get out of here. And there's still a dude that's just like, I think there's time for bubbly. Anybody else?
Well, see,
anybody?
I interpreted that as the bad guy was just like, we got away. Time for some champagne.
But they weren't away. They were like maybe a football field away from the CIA. Like, we're away. Bring the bubbly. And it was just like, okay. And then my favorite thing is like how some of them carrying the drink trays or carrying like other things into like, what do you call? It's not a cockpit on a boat. It's a
the bridge.
The bridge.
Yeah.
Like coming to the bridge, just being like, huh, and then like they see him like crack and like beating the shit out of people, and they're like, should I put the drink down?
No,
or huh? And then like he turns around and they're like, you, and then they like go to throw it at him, and it's just like, dude, like you saw him beating the shit out of the dude that pays you for a company that will kill you if you fuck up. And your first reaction is, huh.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay. But yeah.
Yeah. So you'd say overall, how would you rank this in our rankings that we have not put up? Because I'll just wait until the very end of the series and we'll just have our rankings then.
I still say they need to be in that comment section every time.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
That's me.
I'll work
that's
on it.
me.
I'll work on it.
I still say mine is still going to be Dr. No.
Okay.
What was the last movie?
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
Okay.
This one. No, okay. Dr. No, Thunderball, Goldfinger, From Russia with Love.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll put From Russia with Love, Thunderball, Dr. No, then Goldfinger.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
We'll go with that.
I guess cool fun fact, because you told me this during the movie,
Mm-hmm.
that was the biggest underwater scene to date. So
At the time.
at the time is what I meant.
think
Like
it's
to
been
that date.
passed, but fact check me. Put it in the comments.
What was the last time?
What was the biggest underwater fight?
Yeah, from whenever till 1965, that was the biggest water fight that
at the
ever
time.
happened.
Yeah.
But my question now is, what beat it?
I don't know. I know.
Like Event Horizon, right?
I don't know.
Is Event Horizon the one that's in the water? I know it's
Dark
not a Bond
Water
movie.
Darkwater Horizon?
No.
Oh.
Not Deepwater Horizon. That's what you're thinking.
Oh. Okay.
No, that's about the oil tanker. Like Event Horizon. Is Event Horizon not underwater?
I don't know. I don't know that.
I don't remember,
know what that
man.
is.
It's the movie with Sam Neill and everybody.
I know that there's a Bond movie later on that has it has a similar underwater fight.
Okay, so maybe that
So
broke it.
that might
I was
have
just
broke it,
wondering
yeah.
now if in 1965 that was the biggest one.
I know.
I wonder in 2019
What's the biggest
what
one?
the biggest underwater scene
I'll have to figure that out.
Because now I feel like they would just CGI it now.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And I know there's been stuff like Kingsman that did they used real water and stuff like that.
And almost
but they filmed that entire scene in the ocean and we're just like,
yeah,
fuck it, okay.
So I do remember something. Any of the the vehicles that are underwater that they're using, all that was like military stuff that they used.
Okay.
Like that was at the time that the military used, I believe.
Yeah.
I could be misremembering that with another movie. I don't
And
remember.
then I also like
They all blend
M's
together now.
extreme confidence in Bond in this one.
Yeah.
When the other guy from that's working
Canada.
with Canada and everyone,
Yeah.
he's just
No, that's my favorite thing at the beginning of the movie. They're like, "We're gonna send you to Canada," and he's like,
no,
"Nassau."
It's like
Yeah.
Nassau. Why? Because I saw this guy the other day.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is dead. I highly doubt that he's a trained professional. And then him just being like, if he said he's dead, he's dead.
He's dead.
And it's just like,
Hell yeah.
That's my favorite thing is the
And we got
last
his
place
back.
that M knew he was the health spa.
Yeah.
And M never questioned it.
Yeah.
M was just like, if he says he's dead, damn it. That's just in the back of his head, he was like, what the fuck happened at the health spa?
Yeah.
What kind of paperwork am I about to get back for paying for this motherfucker's rehab or whatever?
Yeah.
And it's just to me, it
He had to
was,
de-stress from all
hilarious.
the pussy galore last time.
I guess sweet
But
Jesus.
yeah. So that
the final booty count was 3.
was 3.
We've been keeping that in every episode.
So far, From Russia with Love is the highest with 4.
4.
Well, possibly 4.
Yeah, we assume 4.
We assume 4. So yeah, the lowest was Goldfinger, and yeah, so 3 is his median.
Yeah,
he's doing pretty good.
but yeah, it's not you got any more cool fun facts the underwater scene about it?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Not really.
I know the rest of them you've been telling me fun facts during
Yeah.
when we try to talk about them, but
that
was the only one I
try to remember 'em.
remembered hearing you say. 007 review show fans, guess what? We forgot to talk about one of the main villains of the movie because it just kind of went right over. What was her name? Because I don't remember
Her name
off the top of my head.
was I don't remember. Hold on, hang on.
It's oh man, he's got to Google it. But main whole point, she basically bonded Bond
It's true.
and
Bonded
you
the
know
bond.
assaulted him technically. Not really. He kind of is Bond, so she just kind of offered, and he was like, "Huh, done." But whole time,
Oh, Fiona Volpe.
Fiona Volpe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the whole time, the first time he sees her, she picks him up on the side of the road. He sees that she's with Spectre, and she's like going 100 miles an hour, and Bond gives us the line if she goes, "Oh, what? You don't like being drove around?" And he was like, "Some men just aren't along for the ride,
Don't like to be
or
taken for a ride.
yeah, don't like to be taken for a ride." And I was just kind of like, and then rolled, and then of course they're in the same hotel, so it's like, "Oh, would you look at that?"
And then she just kind of shows up in his room one time.
Shows up in his room. He shows up in her room.
Yeah.
And then that's where everything really kicks off, and then they pick up the whole thing of like, oh,
Going to the carnival.
yeah, and then he opens the door and shuts it really quick.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing is
Tries to get
the
away.
other guys didn't really try to break the door open.
Yeah, they kinda
and
suck.
he turns around and she's got the gun at him, and we've already seen this woman like I think kill one person already.
Yeah.
And then we've seen her like how good she can shoot, and that she just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And straight up like Bond just reopens the door and he goes, "Friends of yours, I assume. Good day, gentlemen. How are you? How are you?" And then they
Smooth
just
Bond.
kind of like bond, and it's hilarious. Like, and then we get the whole chase scene through the carnival because we forgot to talk about that and talk about the compound. Man, we lacked a little bit, and we're sorry. But yeah, and so like we get the whole chase scene through like this what they call their style of Mardi Gras parade. And which is why I said it kind of reminded me of New Orleans, because even like the overhangs of like everything looked really dope. And we get like the whole carnival, and it gave me.
I kind of feel bad that we did leave this out, because like this whole chase scene is very
very good,
very good, and also it
gave me my favorite scene of the movie, when they're running and they're looking around, and the dog is just standing in the middle of the road, like
just random
looking
dog.
around, and like the dog is like 100% like. Had to just be a stray dog that they got on the camera, because he was super fucking confused of what was going on.
You never saw the beginning of Spectre. You haven't seen Spectre, have you?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So
yeah, just remember parades, man.
Okay,
just
cool.
Remember parades.
And but yeah, it was just one of those things that like the whole parade chasing was dope, and like the whole time this woman has gotten the better of Bond. The whole time Bond slips away, he's got shot. They're tracking the blood. He gets to the
It's like a bar.
It's the
like dance place.
Kiss Kiss Club, Kiss Kiss Club, and good little swing band playing, like swing jazz style band. He just picks this girl up,
Pops
starts
a white
dancing
claw.
with her. Yeah, he popped a claw. He's sweaty, y'all.
Yep.
But he straight up like gets this girl, and he's like, "Oh, I'd love to," and she's like, "Love to what?" And they start dancing, and then she's like, "Can I cut in?" And she's like, "You didn't tell me your wife was here." And it was just like the most white girl response in a club I've ever heard, even in the fucking 60s. I was like, holy shit, white girl club talk has not changed.
Something.
And then she starts dancing with him, and she's just like giving him the whole speech of like, he's gonna die. And Bond finally like sees where they all are, and he sees the gun, because they've pointed the gun out from behind the stage to shoot him. And right beforehand, he just like does the swing move with her, and it shoots her. And it was just hilarious, because that's when Bond's like, "Huh, so you do have a spine." And we were just like,
I think I made the joke. I don't think he actually says that.
Okay, see, I thought he
like
did.
drops her and then turns to this couple, and it's just like, "You have to excuse my friend. She's just dead."
Yeah, she's just dead.
All right.
And like that, another cocky Bond moment of just like,
definitely.
What the fuck, man? But yeah, and then there's, just to go through the compound really quick, that's where we talked about the sharks. Him like the shark being like, "What the fuck, a live human? No, man." And but like Bond just like jumps onto a roof, drops his gun, and the gun goes off, and he's just like,
"Oh shit,
what do I do?" And all these people are right there, and he just still just goes, "I'm just gonna keep climbing this roof," and just like keeps going.
No one sees him. So I mean, I guess it worked out.
And
for
then
him.
that's when the shark thing happens. He gets inside. One of his partners is dead because she killed herself. To not be able to give away CIA and MI6 secrets. And it's just dope. And then of course we talked about the boat, but we didn't get to the end of the boat of when number 2 just fucking blows up, because they jump off the boat.
Well, he gets shot with a harpoon.
Yeah, but then the boat blows up too.
Yeah.
So, he was dead with the harpoon. Yeah,
because he falls on the controls.
And my favorite part about the boat scene is a dude that's been helping number 2 the whole time has had his change of heart.
Betrays him really fast.
And is like, "I know how to get the bomb. Like, you can't do anything with it. I deactivated the bombs." And you're just like, "Okay, cool." And then Bond's like, "We have to get off this boat." And he's like, "I can't swim. You're never too old to learn." And he pushes him off the boat.
With a life preserver?
With a life preserver. And then him and the girl follow literally like 2 seconds behind. The dude is like never fucking seen again.
Yeah, because
I'm pretty sure
they Dark
Bond
Knight
just
out.
murdered that dude.
Yeah, because they just Dark Knight out.
Yeah,
man.
they Dark Knight the fuck out of there with like the fucking grab and go.
Yep.
And sweet Jesus, that was a lot that we left out,
Yeah,
and I
so-
feel bad.
So
but,
here's how
yeah.
we're gonna segue back in. So we're sorry for that. Here's the rest of the episode.
Yes.
Yeah, we can just do a little preview of what's next week.
What is next week?
Next week is called "You Only Live Twice." YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO. YOLO.
We going to Japan, boys.
Oh shit! Here
Yep.
we go. Okay.
We going to Japan.
Ooh, that's my shit.
Be
Here we
sure
go.
to check it out next Wednesday.
Ooh.
You know where they can find us, Cody?
They can find us on Facebook.com/PacoGeeks. That's where we post really cool memes, really dope news stories from throughout the week, and all of our videos. You can also go to Twitter @PackOfGeeks. We share all of our videos there, and sometimes we rant about our stupid stuff. It's just what we like to do.
Sometimes
you can
it's
also
fun.
use that exact same @ and go over to Instagram. Add us there. We'll eventually update that one. We just really suck at Instagram is what it is.
Yeah.
You can go to youtube.com, search Pack of Geeks. Guess what? If you're already watching this video, you're there. So hit the subscribe button that's right down there.
Hit that notification bell.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
bell, because if you hit it every time one of these new James Bond episodes goes live, or any episodes that we do go live, you'll get them. Also, awesome stuff like we talked about last week. Both studios making content now with the team. One team here, one team at the other studio. They have gotten some really awesome stuff done
Oh, heck yeah.
and getting some of that good going. Now, some of those videos may still be a little bit out because they are trying to make it absolutely to the T of what they want it to be, and that's what we expect from here. Sometimes we do just kind of roll with the flow, but sometimes we want it to be spot on.
A little bit extra.
And that's what we want it to be with that. We also came up with some more new ideas last night. They're not the easiest of ideas, but we're going to try to get them done. So those new videos like that may also take a little while as well. But we just want you guys to know that we love you so much that we're trying to make more content. Also, ton of new gameplay coming on the way from both sides. Couple new shows. It's going to be awesome. A lot of awesome stuff for us coming in the future as well. So stay tuned to mostly the Twitter and the Facebook to get that information. If it's big news, which some of it might be, we're not allowed to say yet because we're waiting to hear some stuff back. Once that goes, we'll make a video right here to let you guys know about some of that news as well. So until next time, this has been 007 in review.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun.
Bum.
Guess what? My gun wasn't on the screen. Have a good one, Internet. We love you so much. You go out there, have a fantastic rest of your week because that's what you absolutely deserve. And we'll see you next week for You Only Live.